Hey Sarah, I really appreciate you reaching out for my thoughts on this. I know this is a huge dilemma, but I strongly urge you to prioritize the second offer, the one close to home. To begin with, you must consider the true cost of that 2-hour daily commute in offer 1. That travel time translates to 10 hours lost every single week. Consequently, that constant stress and exhaustion will trigger burnout very quickly, and no amount of money can compensate for your long-term health. While the higher paycheck is incredibly tempting, you need to weigh the benefits. On the other hand, offer 2 secures something far more valuable, your time and peace of mind. The job proximity boosts your daily energy levels and fosters a better environment for your family life. In addition, you can also mitigate many unexpected costs like expensive gas or downtown parking, so the financial difference might not be as huge as it initially appears. Furthermore, a strong work-life balance promotes career longevity. You can always seek out new opportunities for advancement later, but you can never reclaim the time you lose now. Ultimately, I recommend you seize the opportunity that guarantees daily happiness and stability. Go for offer 2, Sarah. I'm here to support your decision.
Hey Ollie. This is an awesome position to be in, congratulations. I know you're struggling with pricing, but my advice is to definitely choose option 2, the moderate pricing strategy. To start with, as a new artist entering the online market, your number one goal right now should be building a strong reputation and a wider customer base. Setting affordable prices will encourage more people to buy, and these first few buyers are crucial. Think of it this way. More sales means more positive reviews, more social media sharing, and more word-of-mouth promotion. This widespread exposure is priceless and much more valuable than a huge profit on 1 or 2 pieces. Furthermore, while the high prices in option 1 might sound exclusive, they can also feel inaccessible to new buyers who don't know your history yet. You risk sitting on a large inventory with no sales, which is discouraging. On the other hand, option 2 allows you to generate steady cash flow, giving you the resources to invest in better materials, marketing, or even a future gallery show. Ultimately, once you have a solid track record, a large following, and people are actively seeking out your work, you can organically and easily raise your prices over time. But for now, focus on getting your beautiful art into as many hands as possible. Go with option 2 and get those sales rolling. You got this.
Hey David, that is fantastic news about your tax refund. It's great you're being thoughtful about how to use it, but this is a clear choice, and I strongly recommend you go with option 1 and pay off that student loan. I know the idea of investing in your photography hustle with new gear sounds exciting and full of potential. However, think about the huge mental weight that debt carries. Even if the interest is low, having that loan balance hanging over your head prevents you from achieving total financial freedom and peace of mind. David, eliminating that debt completely is like giving yourself a pay raise, because you no longer have that monthly payment. Furthermore, a debt-free start is the best foundation for any business venture. If you use the money to pay off the loan now, you can then take the money you would have spent on loan payments every month and reinvest that into your photography business instead, slowly and sustainably. You can buy the equipment you need over time, once your business starts generating its own income. Ultimately, David, security comes first. Get rid of the debt, secure your financial future, and then use your new monthly cash flow to fuel your passion. You'll be a happier and less stressed entrepreneur because of it. Go ahead and close the book on that loan.
Hey Maria, thanks for reaching out. This is an incredible opportunity, but also a massive gamble. I know how much you crave creative freedom, but my advice is that you must not jeopardize your current financial security. I recommend you hold off on leaving the bank right now and focus on a cautious transition strategy. To begin with, your steady income is vital for those mortgage payments. A zero-salary period for 6 months will generate crippling stress, and no startup success is guaranteed. You'd be jumping the gun if you quit without a serious financial cushion. Therefore, the priority is to mitigate the risk. Firstly, use your bank job stability to secure at least 6 months of living expenses in savings. Secondly, talk to the startup team. Can you contribute part-time on evenings and weekends to test the waters before you take the plunge? This lets you maintain your connection and creative input without losing your income. Maria, once your financial stability is guaranteed, you can resign with confidence. Ultimately, a well-planned departure will ensure your startup journey is driven by passion, not panic. Good luck.
Hey Liam, that is super smart of you to acknowledge this problem. We all get stuck in that scrolling loop, but recognizing it is half the battle. For your 2-week break, I strongly recommend you prioritize in-person social engagement over a complete digital detox. To begin with, a radical digital detox is like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It might isolate you from your friends who live far away, which can be discouraging. Consequently, I urge you to adopt a disciplined approach. Firstly, use your break to actively cultivate new, local connections. Furthermore, joining a hiking club, a local sports team, or even a board game night will boost your mood and address that feeling of restlessness. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by connecting with people and doing a healthy activity. This direct interaction is what you are truly missing. In addition, Liam, you can easily mitigate your screen time simply by setting a strict 1-hour-a-day limit for your social apps. Ultimately, you need to reclaim your downtime with purpose. Seize this break to build real, tangible experiences. I know you'll come back feeling completely refreshed.
Hey Julia, I really appreciate you reaching out. It sounds like you're at a huge crossroads, and it's time to move past the anxiety. My strong advice is that you must take the plunge and prioritize finding a new place that truly matches your current life. To begin with, you need to acknowledge that the apartment no longer supports your remote work or your hobbies. It's too small, the rent is climbing, and consequently, you'll be falling behind the curve financially if you stay. Ultimately, that cramped space will only foster frustration. However, don't let the fear of losing your neighbors dictate this decision. Your true friendships are not tied to the building itself. Julia, you can easily maintain those relationships by scheduling regular visits or meeting them in the neighborhood you love. Throwing the baby out with the bathwater just to hold on to the location is a mistake. Furthermore, a new, bigger apartment will be a blank slate for your creativity and career. You can kill two birds with one stone by finding a home that is both comfortable and inspiring. I urge you to seize this opportunity for a better living environment. Go for it. You deserve an upgrade.
Hey Sarah, it sounds like you're ready to stop the frustrating cycle, and that is fantastic. We all get stuck in that all or nothing mindset, but you must abandon the radical, short-term plans. My strong advice is to prioritize a long-term, sustainable approach based on small, enjoyable changes. To begin with, you need to reframe your entire goal. Those strict, intense diets are like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. They lead to burnout, and they always fail because they are not enjoyable. Consequently, you need to cultivate tiny, manageable habits that you can do forever. For example, instead of a 2-hour workout, commit to a 15-minute walk. Instead of a cleanse, just incorporate one extra serving of vegetables each day. Furthermore, you need to embrace the idea that consistency, not intensity, is the name of the game for long-term health. Find forms of movement you actually enjoy. If you hate running, join a dance class or a hiking group instead. In addition, you should mitigate your stress by focusing on feeling better and sleeping well, not just seeing a number change on the scale. Ultimately, Sarah, you need a lifestyle you can maintain when things get busy. These small steps will secure your health goals without the intense pressure. I urge you to start slow. You'll be amazed at how quickly those tiny habits translate to massive results over time. You've got this.